from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Pittsburgh's offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out.
There he goes! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Pitt pushing the pace.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that back.
They're dealing with a second and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to throw again. Finds his man. It's Reed. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. The Panthers can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the ground. He's got it again. Got room to work. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the gun. Brings into the open. Getting work done on the... He's pulled down the 14-yard line. The Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Rush gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Got a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll leave it with him. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
That's caught. It's Peoples. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He'll keep it himself. And some room to work. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Finds his big tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Third down coming up after that completion. Back to pass, it's Holstein. He's going to throw deep right side. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Pitt will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense.
Makes the catch down the right side. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different. And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Might as well give it to him again. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his...
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Scanning the field, it's Ncaa. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Well, it's third and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on fourth down.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today. but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Kent State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Hit right back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. Firing to the right, complete. They make a stop. Pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Wants to return it. He's got great speed. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. From the gun, the ground game. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill, because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Fires to the middle. Lost the defense, he's wide open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. Right down the middle. It's complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. They'll go to the air. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to... There he goes! Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Pitt pushing the pace. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Second down coming up. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, and live to fight another down.
He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the Panthers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Motion from the wideout. On the run, it's Reed. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Finds his big tight end. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's up.
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10, 1st and goal from the 8. Defense in press coverage. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd and goal coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Pocket breaking down, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man, it's Smith. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The short hands, it's Tate. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to enter.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Tate. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tate. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on first and goal. Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Texas Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Red Raiders offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 21 over Kent State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Hit right back to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. That's caught. It's Davis. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Holstein. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's going for a big play downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. It's almost as if he's racing against himself out there. This speed, dare I say, is Galloway-esque.
Yes, definitely can fly, and it dictates the whole coverage. It dictates the defense to you. You think you want to put that guy on an island with a cornerback? No, I better get a safety over the top to help. He changes the whole structure of a defense with that blazing speed.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the D deny them on second and goal. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to pass, it's Holstein. Pressure coming. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. This offense... He's just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. They're setting up the screen. Breaks the tackle. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch near the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. It's Donaldson. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Right on the money. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. In this defense, its head is spinning. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the north side of Pittsburgh.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Panthers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he... to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Man, you talk about a helpless feeling. When you're the guy who fumbled and you're watching that thing roll towards the sidelines, you're like, please get out of bounds, and it does. Tell you what, the offense has the lead. That was a big-time play for that thing to get out of bounds and not cost them a turnover.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver, the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Ncaa. Fires to the wideout. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. No room.